Welcome to Northumberland and Hadrian's Wall. Castles and battle sites, ghosts and legends, coast and countryside. Sponsored by Eat and Sleep at Lindisfarne, Northumberland's premier bunkhouse and cafe, and held rider equipment. So come on, let's go on an adventure. So that's where we stayed last night. Eat and Sleep at Lindisfarne. Find out more about them in the book. And straight out of here we turn left to go on to the A1 because we're heading south on our castles and battles adventure. Be careful as you come out of here, because straight away there's a speed camera. So we've turned off the A1 and taken the Northumberland coast route. It's indicated by a brown sign, and all you have to do is follow the brown signs, which at the end of here we turn right. Look, brown sign, coastal route. And head towards the glorious sunshine. And are you in for a sight this morning? Oh my golly gosh. Are you in for a sight this morning? In fact, more than one. It just continues. Takes some beating, that, doesn't it, eh? Northumberland coast takes some beating. Not only was Lindisfarne, Holy Island, attacked by Vikings, you can probably understand why they kept coming. We want to live there. Look at that bay there. Are you ready for your first amazing sight of the morning? Beautiful Bay. Isn't that just simply glorious, that? A haven for people who like to be bird twitchers. Covered with bird wildlife, all different kinds of seabirds. Right out in the distance, doubt if the camera's picking it up, but right out in the distance you can see the castle of Lindisfarne. Unfortunately covered with a tarpaulin as it gets repaired and maintained. But this is also part of where the causeway has the issue. You know, the causeway where the water comes in quickly.
you can see just how flat and how far out the tide goes. So when the tide comes back in, it rushes in. But we'll see more of that as we travel along. Beautiful Bay in between Holy Island and Bamburgh, down the Northumberland coast. But we're very shortly in for one of the most spectacular sights in the whole of Britain, if in fact not the world. And what we're about to see also has connections with Cragside in Rothbury. And that, my friends, is this amazing view of Bamburgh Castle. Just look at that. The skyline to take your breath away. Now as we come into Bamburgh, there's also another story, and that is Grace Darling, famous for her rescue of a shipwreck many years ago on the Farne Islands. And back in those days you had to row out to the shipwrecks, but Grace Darling was involved and she became famous because of it. None of the other people who helped to save the shipwrecked sailors have been remembered, just her. And what we have here as we come up on the right is the Grace Darling Museum, and you can find out more about her in the book. But that's the museum there. You can go out in there and find out all about it. But Bamburgh itself is quaint, it's beautiful. I would hazard a guess it's got to be the best village on the Northumberland coast. Very, very popular, and it's popular for one big reason, and that's her there. You tell me a castle in Britain, if not the world, that looks more spectacular than that. Isn't it just stunning? Atop basalt rock, overlooking the coast and countryside. And the connection is Lord Armstrong, who owned Cragside House in Rothbury, who became wealthy because of being the first illuminated house in the world using electricity, amassed enough of a fortune to buy here. And he lived and worked here. So, there we've got it. Motorcycles only. Dedicated area for your bikes. Not only that, but they'll allow you to leave your helmet and your jacket in the shed where the guy who controls your entry into the castle, and you can leave your stuff there so you don't have to carry it around. And if there's enough of you and you contact them, they'll let you go up into the castle and park around the courtyard. And that is what you call special. But not as special as this. It almost looks Mediterranean, doesn't it? Isn't that one of the most magnificent sights in the world? Mile after mile of golden beach, the waves gently lapping in, beautiful clear blue skies. You tell me somewhere that's better than this at 8:30 in the morning. It's just stunning. Over there, that's where you've got Holy Island of Lindisfarne, the castle again. So the spit comes right out of there. So from here you can see there, from there you can see here. And I would have guessed Bamburgh Castle is probably one of the most photographed castles from down on the beach looking up over, because that gives you a spectacular view just like this. Marvellous, thanks very much. And so we go into Bamburgh Castle, the king of castles. One of the privileged few to be able to ride up here on a motorbike.